Good evening, everybody. I hope the unrest will come to rest, I suppose. A pretty long session, I've gone through right from the morning for you people. I'm happy that a group is still nailed to their seats, right? I'll try to be more interesting and so that you get back your strength to listen to me for the next 15-20 minutes or rather, okay? I just wanted to give you two quotes before I start, in fact. What you are, what you have been, has no bearing what you can be. Please bear this in mind. A caterpillar doesn't know that it can become a beautiful butterfly tomorrow. So you're all going to become beautiful butterflies tomorrow. Bear it in mind. And listen to what I'm going to show. And some interesting things are there. At the same time, I'm also going to show you what has been done in our company. So I always believe in one thing, seeing is believing. So I will be able to show you a few snapshots which will make you people think that something is happening here, right? I'm going to talk about, because basically I'm an operations guy, I thought I would share something on the manufacturing, which is the core thing for any company, in fact, right? Start. See, the transformation of requirements, it is redefined every day or every minute, I would say. So nothing happens or nothing is stationary. It is all dynamic. So what we call in, you people might be hearing about the ISOs and the QS and the TS and everything. And in all these things, there are certain documents which are all dynamic. So everything has to be redefined, redone, so that we keep pace with the competition, with the world, right? Next. So I'm just showing the transformation of technology that is happening, in fact. So you yourself will be able to understand, because most of the gadgets you people will be enjoying today, which we were having it earlier during my younger days. Some of us, we didn't have that also. That is different, right? Next. Now here I'll just hold on for a second. You can see the change of requirement in the technology. There is a Deming cycle called PDC, a plan, do, check and act. Similarly, in this case, the technology, the business technology cycle, I just thought of putting it across. The technology changes the business and the business drives the technology. It is something, it is encircled or it is eclipsed in one particular thing. What happens is, without technology, there is no business. There is no business growth without, and the business drives the technology is what I am trying to emphasize down here. Now, if you see the requirements of the manufacturing technology today, I have mentioned a few down here. Actually, the basis for the technology improvement is driven both internal as well as by external factors. I have shown you some of the internal factors. And the most important is the external factors, where the competition, which is breathing down your neck. And you have all the global giants down in our country. So it is pertinent and very, very important that our technology is always dynamic and we aspire to do something different always. But I don't mean to say that you will be able to do a radical change. Some of my colleagues or some of my speakers are talking about innovation. So innovation, I would like to put it in two words. One is called the incremental, another is called as the radical. Radical is something what Faraday and Newton all did. Incremental, just to understand in a simple way, I would like to put it across. We are all using the fork. I know what is a fork, you people will be knowing, I think so. It has got 4 tines. Why it is 4 tines? Earlier it was 1, it became 2, it became 3 and it became 4. Why they standardize on 4? I would call this as an incremental way of innovation, in the sense, the earlier part of the time, the people had, because of the mouth size are coming down and going up. Because of that only they have placed it at 4 times. Even today I've got 2 times folks also, for a different purpose. So just to make you understand or to differentiate what exactly is innovation. And technology also, technology can be directly related to the innovative practices or innovative things that are happening around us. Okay? Right. Now, development of manufacturing technology in this particular slide, what I'm trying to say is, the manufacturing technology is the core. For that, it has to mature and become more assertive or become more progressive. These are all the side items which are required in this process. So, individually I'll be talking about what is happening in the world and how we are going forward with this, how the manufacturing technology is moving up. It's all for seeing. It itself will show you where we are leading, where the information is going like. So previously what we were doing, we are writing and doing something. So these are all things which are readily available. For instance, I'll be showing you in in the later part of the slides. So we have got a system called SCADA. People in the manufacturing will be knowing, some of the people will be knowing. Supervisory control and data acquisition system. So through which, just like that, everything gets recorded. There's no necessity that one guy has to write or read or something like that. Automatically it gets generated. That's what is about the information system, which is going to be a part of our manufacturing technology. Next. And with respect to the communication system, it's all there. It's going to follow now. This I need not, explain, because you people are all there using this day in, day out. So this is where how the communication has moved up. Next. And before touching this particular slide, I would like to mention with respect to the earlier slide, IT also is a area where a lot of things has been done in the manufacturing technology. For instance, I was just sharing with my good colleague who was sitting down there. So previously, when I go to a factory or to a unit, when I ask some questions, the immediate response, sir, I have to see, sir, I have to read, I have not gone through it. This used to be the answer. So in order to knock it down and make it simple, my approach has been always a simple coined word. People might be knowing. You can also remember it easily because it is a very interesting word called KISS. K-I-S-S. Keep it simple and stupid. So what I did, I just worked with my IT guys and said, whatever the data, because our company is ERP and our SAP oriented company. So with that as a background, whatever is happening in the shop floor, be it the production, the sales, everything which is very important as a manufacturing guy, I made that as a message to be dropped to each of the important people in the factory. So everybody is well informed. So when they walk into the factory, all the data are readily available. So it becomes easy for the guy to go and reach out to the place where he has to really concentrate. This is very, very important, which has played a vital role in our manufacturing sectors. So this is something about the development of automation manually, which was being done, how it has moved forward. So why I am telling all these things is, there is a lot of pressure as far as the manufacturing is concerned in any operation, any company. There is a lot of pressure on the costs. And how to improve upon that in reducing the wage cost or the manpower cost or the raw material cost, the power cost, like that there are various aspects which is going to affect the contribution of the, the financial people, if they are there, they will understand it. But how to control all these variable costs, automations have to play a role in the system. That's what was shown there in the last slide, and it is continued in this slide. My friend who is sitting here in Leyland, so previously everything hand welding and hand operations were all there. If you go to any car manufacturing company or a truck manufacturing company, I have seen all those. You cannot see a man down there. Everything is robotized and everything, you can see things just coming out in a finished way. And it is all conveyorized. So these are the things which happens because of the technology upgradation and also because of continuous innovation, which I said is a dynamic activity. So these are all something aspirations which everybody should have. If you don't aspire, you will perspire is what I would like to mention. Right? Next please. Another most important thing is the improvement in the resource management. So we all know most of the resources what is available now is all depleting. What our forefathers have given, we are depleted to a great extent, and it is going to get depleted further. With the fossil fuels going down, going to dry down after some time. So it becomes imperative that we people start innovating or thinking differently and doing something and giving back to the nature. On that basis only I am trying to show it down here. And as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, I need not mention, today the biggest crisis for all the companies is the power. So it becomes a beacon or a beacon light that we should concentrate or open up our eyes and do something different. Lot of technologies are available. We have to only imbibe it and start using it. Is what I thought I would put it across, because as youngsters, there are a lot of things available as of today. But are we using it to the fullest extent possible is what is a question. But we can all do it. It all depends how we move forward and think with a positive frame of mind. Next. And similarly, I think during our younger days, my friend will also agree, how the training was there earlier. We used to sit in the classroom, and after that what happens is the only thing you can verify is we were all there. Like what is happening here, but I don't mean to say like that. So what is happening in the manufacturing side is, nowadays we don't do this classroom training and get away with that. As soon as a person is inducted, we put him on the job training. We call it as OJT. So that a guy, a fresh graduate, we cannot expect him to come and do something what we think that he should do. It's not possible. So every mission has got its own intricacies, and it is very, very important. Of course, knowledge has to be given to him, and then an on-the-job training is given, and subsequently is taken into the system. Is what I'm trying to show it down here. Next. And another good thing what is happening around the world is the advancement of all the materials. What we had earlier, we are able to get composite materials. You are all driving a car or a scooter or anything. Most of them are composite materials. It is all because of the good innovations and good technologies that is coming into force. I thought I'll just show it across to you so that you can also get to understand how things are moving in the manufacturing sector. Next, please. Now, before this, before I show what we have done in our company, I would like to mention a few points with respect to we as humans, which is very, very important. I thought it is important to share with you what I have learned also in this respect. So many of the people down here, we have our own way of own behaviors. I'm just trying to put it across. Some people here may be a theorist. Some people among us, I'm telling you. Some will be an activist. Some will be a reflectionist. Some will be a pragmatist. Who will be successful if you really ask, no? But all the four are required. But the most successful person will be the pragmatist. Just to understand these four behaviors within a human, I thought it is very easy to make people understand by giving a small, a structured anecdote or something like that. If you go to a swimming pool, many of you would have gone to a swimming pool, I suppose. So what a theorist will be doing is, to understand the behavior of a person, I'm just telling. He'll be talking that you should swim like that, you should do like that, you should beat this, when the right hand goes like that, the left leg should be kicking. He's got a theorist. The activist, what he does, he'll simply jump into the water and later on scream for help. Then the reflectionist, more his interest will be what is the attire the people are wearing, how they are behaving themselves. This is the behavior of a reflectionist. A pragmatist, what he will do, he will combine all these things and enter into the system. So, I would like everybody down here to have a pragmatic approach to any action which you think is going to add value to the system. You should be like that. For that purpose only, I just touched upon this. So I'll just show what we have done. Next slide, please. So traditionally in our company, because I'm showing this, because it's a Madurai company and most of the people may be knowing this company down here. It is there for the past 58 years. This is the traditional way we were doing. In innovation also, there are three things. One is there are two ways of putting out the innovation. One I said incremental and radical. The another people are putting it across is, one is traditional, one is called breakthrough, third is called as game changer. Like that also we can call it. This is the traditional way we are handling all our raw materials. Next please. So what we did, and this was also causing lot of environmental issues. What we thought, how could we handle the fluffy carbon which goes into all the rubber products, and in an automated way, getting it in huge bags and using, since you're all engineers, I would like to mention, we use the Venturi system in sending the carbon to our day bins. So I think Venturi is something which everybody can understand, being engineers down here. And similarly, oil is also pumped to the day bins, and from there, in an automated fashion, we take it to our mixing mill. Absolutely no trace of carbon spillage or oil spillage. Beautiful environment is maintained. Next please. And this is, next, you could go to the next slide. This is for the integrity of the mix. What we have done is automated weighing systems, which has also got a sensing equipment. So RFID, with the RFID machine, we used to check it, whether the correct chemical is coming, so that we get a mixture which is of 100% integrity. Next. And this is the mixer. This is the man-machine interfacing control room. So the guy can see everything is okay or not. So this is something very unique which is done. One of the few companies which has got this side of system, I would say, in India. Next. These are all the things which I told you. Can you move forward? And these are all some of the improvements from manual to automated, at the same time saving the raw materials. Usually the overlapping on a belt used to be more than 5 mm. When you manually do, you cannot exactly do 5 mm. By automating it, we were able to do this. Next. Same thing, measuring of the length was done manually. We have put a linear encoder. So all engineers down here can understand what is a linear encoder. Next. Similar is the case how the technology upgradation has happened. For any rubber product, there's a curing operation, usually understood as autoclaving. Next. Next. You can move forward. Yeah. This is the process sequence, how the autoclave is done. And you go to the next slide, sir. These data were all manually done and manually checked. So we have introduced, next page you can go. Click once more. Click, click. Yeah, next. So we get in the SCADA. Straight away, all the records are recorded, and absolutely, if there is any variation, we are able to identify the particular batch and move it out. Next. This is something which we were doing in the earlier days. That is angle cutting, and we used to do that particular grinding process in 5 stages. Next. Next. It's totally automated. At one stroke, we grind the products. At the same time, length is also checked and sent out. Next. Yeah, I can move this up. Same thing introduced to the other products also. Next, please. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Next. Now, these are all things which we have done. So, with the existing market condition and the existing situation, we have got some innovative approaches which also I would like to share with you people to become the least cost producer and become more competitive in the field. Next. So this is something at present what is killing us is the power and fuel. For any manufacturing company, this is the most variable item which is continuously killing our or reducing our bottom line to a greatest extent. Move forward, sir. So I am just showing how the power rates have been moving. So there is an indication how the power is fluctuating. Next. Similarly, how the fuel cost is moving up. So what we are going to do for that is going to come in the next slide. Next. Next. Yeah, what is the innovative approach? Fuel cost trend is also shown here. So from 36 in 910 it has gone to 68. Next. Next. Now, this is something very interesting. What you are next? One more click, please. One more click. One more. Yeah. So I would like to say our company as a positive step, what we have done is we have got windmills placed. Recently we re-powered all our windmills of low capacity in order to augment the power cost, and which is near Nagargoil. I was just talking to the professor, and which is helping us to a great extent in augmenting the cost increase of power. And also we are going on the biomass as a fuel for our boilers, which has been never tried in India. Only for heating purpose the biomass is being used, which we are going forward, and that I will be showing in the subsequent slide. Next. So you can see how the power bill we have augmented. The power bill in 11-12 was 216 lakhs. Because of using our windmill power, our own generation, we were able to get it to 21 lakhs only. Next. So during our innovation or any technology, there will be failures also. So I would like to share one particular exercise which did not work out well for us. Next. We tried to use the diesel instead of furnace oil, but ultimately it proved to be the cost of steam production was much higher than what we envisaged. So we need to drop it. So failures doesn't mean is there any issue? Is there any issue? Okay, right. I'll move forward. Next. And biomass is a new technology through which, through a pyrolysis process, we are trying to make producer gas and run our boilers. Next. You go forward because producer gas is something we can understand. Next. The Julifura is a plant which is available in plenty in Ramnad district. Next. Pyrolysis process and all, you can read it from your net. Next. Yeah, this is the process. Next. Next. So this is what drove us to use biomass for our boilers. Next. You go forward. Next. Move. Yeah. Next. So the payback is also very good. It is below 7 months, as you can see in 12. Next. Now this is a very important quote. I think you people can read so that it gives you a lot of strength. You become better persons tomorrow. With the last word, after you read this, I would like to say, don't go by data. One last thing what I would like to say, data is junk. Analysis of data gives information. Interpretation of the information is knowledge, and knowledge is power. You all have got that. Use it, innovate, and become big professionals tomorrow. My best wishes to all the people down here. Thanks.